Hi viewers, welcome to Akshaya Vlogs and Crafts. Today we are going to listen to Saint Tulasi Das. Let's start. Tulasi Das, year 1532 to 1623, is one of the greatest of Hindu saints of India. He is considered to be one of the most famous representatives of the Bhakti school of Hinduism. Goswami Tulasidas was a great devotee of Sri Ram. He is one of the most familiar saints in India, and his version of the epic story of Sri Ram, that is called Sri Ram Charitmanas, is an extremely popular scripture. Sri Ram Charitmanas is a proof of the exalted state of devotion and this saint has achieved and the grace God has showered upon him. It is said that Sri Ram and Sri Lakshmana have appeared to Tulasidas in person on a few occasions. This story of Goswami Tulasidas is highly inspirational to aspirants in the present age. It revives faith in the divine and proves that God can be attained to pure devotion even in this Kali Yuga. Tulasidas was born to Hulsi and Atmaram Shukla Dubey in Rajpur, Uttar Pradesh, India in 1532. He was a Sarayu Parina Brahmin by birth and incarnation of sage Valmiki, the author of Sanskrit Ramayana. At the time of birth, Goswamiji was as healthy as a 5-year-old boy and instead of crying, he uttered Ram. At this moment, Sri Ram did Akshavani and named the divine child as Ram Bola. Tulasidas is regarded as the incarnation of the great sage Valmiki in Bhavishyottara Purana. Shiva tells Parvati how Valmiki got a boon from Hanuman to sing the glories of Sri Ram in a vernacular language in the Kali Yuga. Nabadas, a contemporary of Tulasidas and a great devotee, also describes Tulasidas as an incarnation of Valmiki in his work Bhaktamal. Even the Ramnandi sect, Tulasidas belonged to this sect, firmly believes that it was Valmiki himself who incarnated as Tulasidas in the Kali Yuga. Tulasidas' name was Buddhimati Ratnavali. Tulasidas' son's name was Tara. Tulasidas was passionately attached to his wife. He could not bear even a day's separation from her. One day his wife went to her father's house without informing her husband. Tulasidas stealthily went to see her at night at his father-in-law's house. This produced a sense of shame in Buddhimati. She said to Tulasidas, "My body is but a network of flesh and bones. If you would develop for Sri Rama even half the love that you have for my filthy body, you would certainly cross the ocean of samsara and attain immortality and eternal bliss." These words pierced the heart of Tulasidas like an arrow. He did not stay there even for a moment. He abandoned home and became an ascetic. He spent 14 years in visiting the various sacred places of pilgrimage. Tulsidas used to throw the water that was left in his water pot at the roots of a tree which a spirit was occupying. The spirit was very much pleased with Tulsidas. The spirit said, "O man, get a boon from me." Tulsidas replied, "Let me have darshan of Sri Ram." The spirit said, "Go to the Hanuman temple." There Hanuman comes in the guise of a leper to hear the Ramayana as the first hearer and leaves the place last of all. Get hold of him. He will help you. Accordingly, Tulsidas met Hanuman and through his grace had darshan or vision of Sri Ram. Some thieves came to Tulasidas' ashram to take away his goods. They saw a blue compact guard with bow and arrow in his hands, keeping watch at the gate. Wherever they moved, the guard followed them. They were frightened. In the morning, they asked Tulasidas, "O venerable saint, we saw a young guard with bow and arrow in his hands at the gate of your residence. Who is this man?" Tulasidas remained silent and wept. He came to know that Sri Ram himself has been taking the trouble to protect his goods. He at once distributed all his wealth among the poor. One day a murderer came and cried, For the love of Ram, give me arms. I am a murderer. Tulasi called him to his house, gave him sacred food which has been offered to Sri Ram, and declared that the murderer was purified. The Brahmins of Varanasi reproached Tulasidas and said, "How can the sin of a murderer be absolved? How could you eat with him? If the sacred bowl of Shiva, Nandi, would eat from the hands of the murderer, then only we would accept that he has been purified." Then the murderer was taken to the temple and the bull ate from his hands. The Brahmins were put to shame. Wanderings and miracles. Tulasidas once went to Vrindavan to visit temples of Sri Krishna. Seeing that the statue of Sri Krishna, he said, "How shall I describe thy beauty, O Sri?" But Tulsi will bow his head only when you take up bow and arrow in your hands. The Sri revealed himself before Tulsidas in the form of Sri Ram with bow and arrow. It is believed that Tulsi's blessings once brought the dead husband of a poor woman back to life. The Mongol emperor at Delhi came to know of this great miracle done by Tulsidas. The emperor asked the saint to perform some miracle. Tulsidas replied, "I have no superhuman power. I know only the name of Ram." The emperor put Tulsi in prison and said, "I will release you only if you show me a miracle." Tulsi then prayed to Hanuman. Countless bands of powerful monkeys entered the royal court. The emperor got frightened and said, "O saint, forgive me. I know your greatness now." He at once released Tulsi from the prison. Tulsi left his mortal body and entered the abode of immortality and eternal bliss in 1623 AD. At the age of 91, he was cremated as Ashi Ghat by the Ganga in the holy city of Varanasi, Benares. The end. Like பண்ணுங்க, share பண்ணுங்க, subscribe பண்ணுங்க. Thank you friends. Bye bye.